Yeah, the dude is very good. He started and then just like got really good in like a month, and now he has a 123.
Really? Well then. It looks like Pollsmor's PB on our spreadsheet is 145, but I think that's kind of old. I think he's PB'd since then.
Yeah, his timer says 142, so.
Yeah, well, let's see what these runners can do tonight. Looks like they started and have entered into Series Station. Not much going on here.
Just a bunch of blue.
Yes, very soothing blue.
And I think Pollsmor is playing on emulator. It looks like emulator. Either that or like really high quality RGB or something.
Could be.
Well, yeah, he got good at any percent in a month, and then now that he was good, he just did hundo and he got a good time.
Yeah, it depends on how much you play. You can, if you practice, you put the time in, you can get good.
Yep. Farrell did the same thing. He had like a sub 50 in a couple months. Just some people are naturally just like really good at this, I guess.
Did we introduce ourselves? I don't even know if we introduced ourselves. I'm Cerberoth, and with me is... Yeah. So we're gonna have a good time tonight.
Yes, we will. So nothing too interesting there in series. They both did everything normally. Nothing bad happened, so that was good.
Yeah, very, very good escape times. Didn't quite catch Pollsmor's time, but the dude had a 45, so that's a very reasonable time. Pollsmor in chat asking how to play this game.
He's gonna have some trouble if he doesn't know how to play this game.
I concur.
Oh yeah, you see he walked into that door, he didn't even shoot it open at first. Clearly doesn't know how to play.
Well,
dude is just moving perfectly right now.
Yeah, he does have some very good movement here.
And that's like the biggest thing when it comes to this game.
Yes, if your movement is not good, your time will also not be good.
Yeah, I mean you could have perfect RNG and have bad movement and get like a terrible time.
I've noticed. But again, that comes with how much time you put into it in practice. You know, every room has strategies that you can use and practice, and just be able to get through them.
I mean, that's like the key thing of this game is like the movement. It's so like complex and everything, and that's why there are so many different strategies for all the.
Yeah, I think that's what gives this game a lot of depth, a lot of replayability. You know, is the fact that it is so skill intensive.
I mean, you can see right there, just in construction zone, both guys did strats that I've never even seen before. I mean, the dude's was something that's kind of known, but he did it a different way than I normally see it.
Yeah. And there's the first mock ball of the run. Pollsmor after grabbing those missiles. Watch the dude get this same mock ball. We're going to see that quite a lot.
Yeah, so as you guys all know, the standard, beginning of the game is the same in Hundo. You get morph, you get missiles, you get supers, and then it starts to differ because now that you have supers, you can start getting some items that you wouldn't get at 90%.
Yeah, first thing we're going to see is we're going to see them pick up the reserve and the 2 missile packs in the room after the early supers. And that's where our divergence happens immediately.
The interesting thing about 100% is you collect a lot of missiles and E-tanks and everything, so death really isn't one of your biggest concerns here. And so like you won't see people doing a lot of like super noob friendly strats for safety as much as you would in 90%.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, especially after the wreck ship E-tank. Both players making quick work of the climb and up in the parlor. Yeah, that was... So, yeah, you're right, exactly. After the wreck ship energy tank, you know, energy becomes much less of a concern.
Ooh, Pollsmor's going back for some more missiles for BT. It's interesting. One of the things about having full missiles at BT is that if you don't expend them immediately, he does an attack that is basically unavoidable. Well, not unavoidable, but you know, it messes up. Like you can see the dude he's standing in front of, kind of has him backed in the corner. You can't really do that when he does this attack. It's like the little boomerang yellow things that he shoots at you.
Yeah, those are quite annoying. You do not want him to do that.
So yes, you can see Pollsmor got rid of them really quickly. That way he wouldn't get that bad attack.
Yeah, both players making quick work of bomb trees though. Oh, the dude bonking the door.
Oh, dude messing up Alcatraz. There he goes. I don't know what it is, but like a lot of people that you would expect to be getting Alcatraz first try and everything have been messing it up a lot. I don't know.
It just goes to show how difficult Alcatraz actually is.
It's like a stomach virus.
Yeah. It is a strat that you can practice, and you will still mess it up.
I think this space pilot room is the first room where Hondo like clearly like differentiates from 90% because, you know, if you're doing the most up-to-date routes in 90% you wouldn't be jumping into the space pirates like that, but in Hondo you do. And that just kind of, it's one of the key indicators of the distinction between Fantoon first and Kraid first.
Yeah, the any percent old route can still jump into those pirates there, but if you're doing Fantoon first, you do not want to jump into those pirates because you want to have all of the health that you possibly can when you go to Fantoon.
Yeah, unless you're weird and you like wasting time by farming in Hawaii.
No. That room has that name for a very good reason.
That room is just... There are a few rooms where it's just like, why did they make it this way? That's one of those rooms.
Yeah, that room is really annoying. Here we can see the dude picking up these missiles and the secret missiles behind those.
Whoa. I didn't know those were there.
Well, given that you've already raced this, I hope you did.
Nah, short-term memory loss. I learn the route every time right before my race.
Oh, I see.
Nice reverse mock ball, and he did the quick down. Cool.
Yeah, that's
version.
That's really tight. That mock ball. You know, I mean, that gate closes on you even before you get into the room.
Yeah. It's like while she's still morphing, it's closing on her.
Yeah.
It's like Indiana Jones kind of stuff.
Well, once the room loads before you get control, the gate starts closing on you. So it just makes that mock ball incredibly tight.
And there you see Pollsmor doing the other strat. So this one's slightly slower because you see you have to wait for the bomb, but nothing like super insane.
Yeah, he also got that mock ball, which is really nice.
Yeah, I mean if you get a good jump through the door, it's pretty like elementary to get it, but a lot of people don't like to waste like 2 or 3 seconds setting up for it because then like you're basically just losing all the time you would save. Kind of a waste. So.
Yeah, I still don't quite understand the setup for the jump, so I keep trying it though.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep doing it over and over until you get it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it takes to play this game is patience, and perseverance, right?
Which is basically that's basically the exact definition of insanity: is trying the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So confirmed, all SM runners are insane, especially Stravaris.
Hey, leave that guy out of it.
Now, there's a rule. You need to pick on Stray when he's not here. Actually, I think he is in chat, though.
Well, we've invoked his name, so... He basically has to be in chat now. Oh, that's interesting. Polis is picking up the pipe missiles early.
Ooh. Yeah, he also got the charge missiles immediately as well. Maybe he tends to forget both of those, so he's just getting them as a insurance kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever works.
Pipe missiles, I don't think is a big time loss. There is a couple seconds lost to picking up those charge missiles early, but it's
Well,
not. Go ahead.
I think tube missiles is more of a time loss than charge missiles. Charge missiles is literally just like giving you something to do while you wait for the power bomb explosion.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like picking up where you pick up the tube missiles, I don't think you lose any time because you have to pick those up. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but when you come through the second time, you have all the equipment and stuff, and so it makes it a little bit quicker. It's kind of like if you do Kraid's Lair before getting Speed Booster, it's slightly slower than if you do it after, you know?
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
But I mean, really, we're talking like a couple seconds here. Nothing too bad.
No, he opened up that bomb block underneath. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, that was one of those big like slaps in the face by the developers. You're just like, oh, I gotta bomb this block, and then like, nope.
Yep. Fall right back down into the gaping maw at the bottom and into the spikes. The dude in for Kraid here. See how he lines up. Looks like he's gonna do the missile kill as opposed to the charge shot kill. It is the fastest way.
That was close. He got screwed there because I'm sure if you guys like run the game, you know what I'm talking about. But like you'll shoot the two missiles, but there will still be like a hint of lag, and so you have the missile cooldown like known in your timing. But since there's a little bit of lag, you shoot the missile a little bit too early, and then the second one doesn't go off, and that's what happened to him, and he got a little bit screwed up there. But he recovered nicely, so that was good.
Yeah, very nice recovery.
And you could even see he tried to do the charge shot back up, and then Kraid wasn't really complying, and then he gave him the opening to do the missile one again, and it worked out fine.
Yeah, good for him picking that up with those backup strats.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things. Like a lot of new players, they kind of just learn like the strats. They just watch the tutorials or whatever, and they learn. And then when things go wrong, they don't really know how to back it up because they don't know, you know, all the technicalities and everything of why you do the strats and you know what how each trick works and everything, you know.
Yep, that's right where I am, watching all the tutorials and learning all the strats.
Yeah, you'll get there eventually.
I'm just gonna keep at it.
Yeah, and another thing to that, like if you do a lot of different categories, you also get some of that where you know, if you have certain equipment, you'll know what to do in each of these rooms, and you'll have different strats in mind.
My personal favorite right now, I'm gonna have to say, is double anti-bingo. Thank you, Stray, for.
Ooh, Pollsmor. Oh, that was.
I froze the mouth at the right time.
But he could have gotten that if he just shot the force. I guess he thought he messed it up, and so he was like, "Oh, I can't do this," and then he realized, and he was like, "Oh."
I think he still needs to hit him with one more super and then just one missile. Yeah.
The thing there was that he was out of super, so he was kind of just like, but he recovered pretty well. It's kind of hard to do the Kraid if you don't know how to.
Yeah. No, I think the one he shot just a little bit too high. So, but yeah, he recovered very nicely with that. Yeah, this game is definitely worth playing even casually.
I think I only played it like 3 times before I speedran it, actually. I kind of regret that, to be honest.
Yeah, I've owned my game since the 90s, so...
I wish I played this when I was a child. I played it when I was like...
I don't know that I would say that I was a child when it came out. But, you know, just showing my age.
I mean, that's one of the awesome things about this game. There's so many, like even just the speedrunning community. There's, like, the ages range from, like, 16 to, like, 40, whatever. I don't know. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Pollsmor was kind of stuck there with the key hunters. If he had just done an Alcatraz kind of automorph sort of thing after the wall jump, he would have gotten right up there. But I guess he didn't know that, so he kept getting forced. Because when you're in morph, you get knocked upward when you get hit, but when you're unmorphed, you kind of like get knocked downward, and so it was counterintuitive.
I've just learned that now. Thank you.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, I know you have to jump through the door,
Yeah, he didn't do that, so he was kind of...
Yeah, to get the key hunters into the right position. And then you can make it up there no problem. But if you mess it up,
exactly.
then the key hunters are over the hole, and that's just forget it.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to incorporate that into my runs now. Thank you.
I mean, because sometimes you'll just like, you'll jump through the door and everything, but then when you like down grab the platform or whatever, and you miss it a little bit, and you fall back down the hole, then all the key hunters are in your way, and they're like all sitting there just destroying you when you try and come up.
Yep. Pole's missing that Nova, unfortunately. Oh, very nice. He's gonna jump back up and catch the door. A little bit slower, but lets him get the door.
I'm not sure about if at that point it's faster to just keep going and then kill him after. I really don't know. I haven't timed it or anything.
Yeah, I don't know, that doing it that way seems like it might be equivalent, actually.
I think what you can do is you can, like, if you miss him, you just go into the high jump room, and then you wait for him to get, like, if you look at the screen during the item fanfare, if he gets like right above the hole and you shoot a super, he'll fall all the way down instead of crawling, and it's a little bit faster.
Yeah. So yeah, what I like to do is when I miss him like that is I'll go into the high jump room, pick up the high jump boots, come back out, and then I will go underneath, and by that time he'll have crawled down into that little alleyway there where you ball up, and I'll just shoot him there and then go back up and continue on my way.
I think that's what the general strat is for if you miss him. I'm not sure if it's faster to do it before or after high jump though.
Yeah, I really haven't timed it. It's just when you don't want to miss it, but if you do,
better to just learn to not mess up the normal strat than to focus on backups, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. We don't save the animals.
Ooh, dude is doing new route. Oh man, this is gonna be fun, guys.
All right, see how well versed he is with the ice clip.
I'm really glad, because a lot of the times what will happen is, like, if since we're in the early stages of this, the seeds aren't really like very quote unquote fair. So like you can see just by their PBs, like the dude has a way better time than Poles, and so it's kind of one-sided already. So a lot of what will happen is the guy who's ahead will just do all the stuff, and then when you're watching the guy that's behind, he's just doing the same stuff, so it's kind of just boring. But since they're doing different routes, it mixes it up a bit, and you can notice things on Poles that the dude hasn't done, and vice versa.
Yeah. That will make it a little bit spicier. See, we can see that the dude is going in for Ice Beam here, which Poles probably will not get right now.
Ooh, is that the Ice Mock Ball? It is. Nice. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, what I mean when I say new and old route, for some reason our community just doesn't decide to make up names for the routes. Like, we either like make up these weird words, like these weird long phrases that this shit like obvious, or we just say old and new route. We don't ever give them names. So the old route is what Poles is doing. He's gonna, after he exits Bubble Mountain, he's gonna drop right down to Crocomire and then get grapple. That way he can get Spring Ball when he goes in Meridia. But what the dude did is he skipped Crocomire and grapple, and he got ice instead. And with ice, you can do an ice clip to clip through some of the blocks right before Spring Ball, so that you can get Spring Ball without grapple. And if you know the game well enough, you know why you need grapple to get Spring Ball, and you'll see later if you don't know. But yeah, and then the reason that's actually like a thing and it's an option is because with Plasma, Plasma just like destroys Crocomire, and he just immediately goes all the way down into the lava, and so it makes the Croc area that much faster. Plus, you jump and everything, you can just do all the rooms after Croc really quickly, and so it does end up saving time.
Getting that missile pack is insanely fast. The missile pack above grapple, because you have space jump at that time.
Yeah, exactly. Just fly right across. But yeah, all those like 3 to 5 second time saves in a single room, because you have space jump, they all add up eventually and save like around seconds or so.
Very nice series of damage boosts for the dude through the Hellway and picking up those power bombs. Yeah,
one of the bad things there is if you get a bad D-boost, you'll land right inside of one little mouth eater plant thingies.
The Samus Eaters, aka Vile Plumes. Oh, I know that all too well. All too well have I tried to do a damage boost and ended up right into the Samus Eater.
Yeah, I remember one day, and I'll never forget this because it was so weird. I was doing my damage boost like normal. I got a good D boost and everything, but then I just like decided like, all right, now I'm gonna stop my D boost right above the Samus Eater. Like my brain was just like, all right, stop D boosting now. And then so I just like fell right into it, and I was like, what am I doing?
Not a good plan, because that's exactly what happens to you. Is you fall right into it.
Yep. And then I think I almost fell into it a third time. I fell into it again right after trying to get out, and then I almost fell into it. That was not a good day for me.
Super unfortunate. Here we see Pols coming up on Crocomire. He should make quick work of this. Let's see if he does the missile into the super strat, or he just does straight up charges all the way. Looks like he's just doing charges.
Yeah, he has enough supers to do super strats, but maybe he doesn't know them.
Yes. You need to be fast. Your inputs have to be really fast, being switching between missiles and supers to get that.
Yeah, I don't know about other people, but I hold my controller like
you hold your
lay it
controller
on my lap and like I piano it.
Interesting. The dude opened that door, the power bomb door there. He's probably not ever going to travel back down through that. So it's just kind of a waste of
door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was just a force of habit or something. He also sparked over the missiles. It's kind of going to come back to bite him in the butt because he can't do a leak ball now.
He does only have 15 missiles at this point in time.
Yeah, and plus he's going to have to Doppler Phantom unless he wants to waste. Maybe he does high jumpless strats for Rex ship. I don't know.
Well, no, he can X Factor if he wants.
Well, he'd have to pause. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. He would have to pause. Oh, that's interesting.
He's gonna have to pause either way.
Right.
The pause, but technically it's faster to pause entering Brinstar. That way you save like the 15 or however many frames it is on pausing during downward elevated. But it's really like, if he's more comfortable with X Factor, I'd just do that and not care about the half or a third of a second or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, the any percent new route does do the Doppler, so I would imagine that he's actually going to go for that.
Oh yeah. It might mess him up though that he has high jump and everything. I don't know. Looks like he's doing the Doppler anyway, so.
Well, you should have high jump in the any percent new route. So.
No, you don't have it in new route. You go right to Phantom, remember?
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. I'm getting everything confused.
Also, Spazer is like a complete just nuisance during the Phantom fight because like sometimes it just doesn't hit the flames for some reason. It's it's annoying.
Yeah, well, he hasn't turned any of his beams off, so I think he's definitely gonna Doppler here.
Oh, I think I'm a little bit ahead of you. He's already like basically done the Phantom fight on mine.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah, I'm about synced with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I wonder how I can refresh this thing. Yeah, I think we're right on with Pols.
Alright, so at this point, Pols is going to be making his way to Phantoon. And if he's not very comfortable with Phantoon, he's going to need to make sure that he has good... Right where he's at right now seems pretty decent. He's going to get a couple supers. His health could be better. Oh, he didn't even grab the other super. His health could be a little better, though.
His health, depending on what he wants to do with the Spark strats coming up, his health is all right, and he has the option to recharge at the bottom of Red Tower if he wants.
Yeah, maybe he's not going to do Alpha Spark or something.
Right. Yeah. In addition to that, he can go over to the ship and recharge if he's not comfortable with his health after Alpha Spark and.
Right. And you see, he just grabbed that health drop there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting ice. Okay.
He is getting ice. Well, he might not be comfortable going up Red Tower.
Yeah.
This is something that I like to do, even though I tend to get grapple first. Then,
All right, here's the bomb jump. Oh no, no, dude.
Into the water. That is so costly. He does not want to get hit by the fish there. They are going to do 40 damage to him.
Yeah, not something you want to have happen. He does do the riskier type strat. If you just move over a smidge instead of like holding left, he does, then it's a little bit safer because you might still land on the platform. But you also go further if you do the holding of the left, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand there's a double bomb strat that you can do there, where you place 2 bombs, and then
like
it makes it a little bit easier.
Bomb jump.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Adds more complications. Oh no! Just fell right off. Yeah, this is really costing him some time. This is the kind of thing where, like, new route's technically like 20 seconds or whatever faster, but there's harder things in it, and you tend to lose time because of them, and then it ends up, being slower because you mess up things. There he goes. Nice. So we lost like a minute 15 doing that. That's just not fun. Like, I'm sure he's not happy about that. But I know dude kind of well. He's got a pretty good mentality. He can brush off mistakes and everything pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall he's still, running at an excellent pace here. Like both runners are running at very decent paces. So
he did the nice clown strat. Props to him. I like that strat. Ooh, and he did my strat for
the water ball there.
Yeah, that's not my strat, but it's like the strat that I do. 2 rooms in a row, he does strats that I like. Let's see if he does my awesome-matic strat.
The speed boosting through is the fastest way.
Oh, he's gonna do a spark, I think. Oh wait.
Yeah, the spark strat.
He was doing the speed keep. I think he messed it up though. He just did that.
Yeah, that speed keep strat is really precise and really cool looking at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, there's an even crazier one where you have to jump like basically 100% as late as possible, and then shoot the atomic midair like with a super, and doing that expands Samus's hitbox just enough to where she barely touches the key hunter while she's still in blue because she just jumped, and she'll barely kill the key hunter. It's a cool strat, but very hard to get.
He does get those clips through the robots. Very
nice.
That
was nice. He's taking a lot of damage here, though. He's definitely not skipping the shit. That's one of the things about new route. You really gotta make sure you don't take much damage, or else, or else you gotta hit the ship, and that's like a 15-second time loss there. So all the time you save doing new.
Yeah. Plus, if he does miss ice clip, even once, that's another. He's losing about half the time that he would save.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds there. So everything about new route, it's one of those high risk, semi high reward kind of deals. Really, mostly just a top tier kind of thing, like, because like the top tier players, like a free 20 seconds is like, wow, that's amazing,
Yeah. Exactly. Definitely your Zosts, your Behemoths, your Oats and Goats, and we'll invoke his name again, Stravaris.
Cop power, that guy.
Oh yeah,
he's like a phantom.
Oh, here he's gonna spark across bowling.
Yeah, just more health costly strats.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, getting hit in the spikes is. What's that?
Pols is hitting the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the dude with the shruggy face. Beautiful.
Read your chat logs if take a break. Yeah, I really like the new strat where they shoot charged beams in and down and then lay a power bomb, and then this area is just super clean.
Yeah. Technically, it's not new. It's like pretty well known from the 100% task from a while ago.
Yeah.
But for a while, it was kind of just like, oh, that's too hard for humans to do. And like, I remember a while ago, like when I first watched the 100% test, I was like, yo, can't we do that? And everyone was just like, nah, it's not possible. And I was like, oh, dang. And now they're doing it, and I'm like, dude, it is possible.
Well,
but I was just some stupid guy. It's like, there's people that are like brand new to the game, and they come in and they're like, oh, I saw the task doing this. Why don't we do that? It's like, because that guy's a task. We can't do that.
Yeah. Why don't we do bomb trees, oh Skip?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Isn't that faster?
It's definitely faster. We should totally be doing it.
No, the BT fight is just too fun. We love it.
Yeah, but one day somebody's gonna get it.
Ask Wild Anaconda why that's never gonna happen. He'll tell you. He spent, I think, like multiple days trying to test BT skip. Or no, it wasn't multiple days. It was just a lot of time in one night. That's what it was.
Yeah. No, I mean, Task can do it for sure, but like.
But I mean, if it takes you like multiple hours to task doing it, then that means that it's pretty particular.
Well, yeah, it's gonna.
And like that wasn't just him optimizing; that was just him trying to get it.
Yeah. No, I understand. It requires frame perfect inputs, 60 frames a second. It's pretty insane.
I think there's like 1 or 2 frames of leniency when it comes to arm pumping. Plus, you have to have a frame perfect grab of the bombs. Like the door, that when you enter the door, it has to be set to a certain value, or else it's not going to work because like the doors oscillate and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything has to, like, the stars have to align, and all the planets have to like form solar moon eclipse. Like.
Oh, I totally get it. It's just the perfect example of that technique there.
Yeah.
Whoa, we should totally be able to do this, but.
Not to say that newcomers aren't welcome, just listen to them and hear them talk.
Yeah, just know that one's never gonna happen.
I don't know, naive people are just so funny.
Poll is doing decent work with his X Factors on Fantoon over here while
Yeah, he got 2 pretty good ones, and then I think he got a flame lamer.
Yeah, he just needed that one more missile to finish him off. Very nice getting that spark across into the
Yeah, I've done BT skip on PAL, and I'll tell you, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's the platform where it's actually possible, and even that was like extremely difficult for me.
Well, it runs at 50 frames a second, right?
Yeah, 50 frames a second instead of 60. So like,
yeah.
They didn't to compensate for that. They kind of changed some of the stuff, and so it makes Samus just naturally run her. Because they were like, oh, there's less frames in a second, so we need to make her run slightly faster to kind of like balance it out. But then like they messed up everything. Now all the bosses are all messed up, and Fantoon has different patterns, and it's not fun.
Interesting. I'm gonna stick to NTSC.
Yeah, stick to NTSC. Don't do PAL unless you're trying to do some weird true Rambo or like speed boots or ice boots, which I don't recommend either of those.
No. If double anti bingo, that's
yeah. Just stick to that and 100%. Then you're good.
Yeah, well, when I saw the 100% tournament, I couldn't pass up opportunity to come and try this out.
It's really good too because it's getting a lot more exposure. A lot of people like they kind of just did 100% once just to have it, and then they were like, okay, now I have a crappy time, back to 90%. So it's kind of like this is a way to get people to improve their times and just give Hundo the love that it deserves.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's the run at AGDQ this year really helped that as well.
And we can kind of thank Anaconda for that.
I'm sure he's a hundo evangelist.
Yeah. Plus, the other thing is that like it satisfies the stupid save the animals people because you see them at least.
Oh, for sure. You definitely see them.
Okay, here they come, right here.
Here's our first animals.
That's not at all what they sound like, but I'm not gonna actually try and impersonate them.
There's our 101st.
Actually, it's our 49th. If you want to go like chronologically.
I don't care to go chronologically.
I don't think it's possible for that to be your 101st because you got to get those power bombs after you see them.
That's true.
So at the very least, it's going to be the 100th. I mean, I guess no. Well, technically, you could do some stupid stuff to skip them, but we're not going to get into all that.
No, forget that noise. Pole's getting caught on those spikes in the spiky death room.
Yeah, not very good.
At least he got caught on the spikes on the bottom, and not the platforms.
The other ones do like a whole tank. It's not fun.
100 damage without the gravity suit. It is.
And if this were new route, that's 200 damage. So definitely not fun. Not new route, but if this were Phantoon first.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen because you need to pick up those missiles.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's not going to happen. You need to pick up those missiles in Norfair underneath, on your way to Bubble Mountain. The ones in the lava, like, for a human to pick those up.
Oh, no, I'm talking about doing Phantoon first.
Yeah.
The problem with that is getting the reserve.
In 100%? Yeah, that too, right? Getting the reserve you need speed booster for.
Well, because when you go through Norfair, you'll have gravity at that point. So that missile isn't a problem. You're thinking of doing you're thinking of like skipping Kraid.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about
the other type of Phantoon first. I get what you're saying.
I'm thinking about going to pick up speed booster so you could pick up
right. I'm saying just go straight to Phantoon.
Yeah, just go straight to Phantoon. You'd have to come back to get the reserve tank.
There are things you can do. Would not be fun or speedrun friendly, but there are things you could do.
All right, I'm thinking speedrun friendly here.
I mean, technically it would be faster though, so in a way it's speedrun friendly.
We'll get Wild to try it out.
Yeah, exactly. See, Steph's got it. You got a CF elevator. Come on, man. It's the easiest trick. It's only pixel and frame perfect.
He'll probably try that once he gets the reverse slinky in on his route. He was talking that up the other day. He really wants to get that in there, so more power to him if he can actually get that in there.
He's trying to convince everyone at doing the race at ADDQ to go for it at least, in the hopes that one of them will get it.
They should. My understanding is there's no time loss to try it and fail.
Well, no, if you mess it up, then you lose like 2 or 3 seconds. If it's a close race, then you're screwed. And we've had close races before. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah.
Was it like 2013, the 4-way?
Yeah.
That thing is legendary.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I go back and watch those old races.
Yeah, it brings joy to my heart.
Yeah. Although, probably my favorite thing to watch is Stray running RBO that year, a couple years ago.
Especially watching him die in the first Norfair Hell Run. That was my favorite.
So unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, back to like exactly what's going on here. Dude is just doing some cleanup in Brinstar. Grabbing all the stuff he couldn't get on his first comeback through.
Yeah.
He didn't have speed or power bombs or anything, so he's getting all that stuff, and then he's gonna make his way to Meridia.
Pole's making his way into bowling.
Heading to gravity.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly, Seth. Especially watching him die. That's the best part. Can't you guys see I'm trying to summon Stray? Just keep talking bad about him, and he'll be here eventually.
I'm really surprised he's not here already.
Yeah, really.
We have said his name like 3 times.
Everyone tweet him right now.
That's Stray.
He's probably doing Thanksgiving-y stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mr. I have a family.
I have a family too, but I left. Beetle stripe, beetle stripe, beetle stripe. Thanks, cross product.
All right, so it's Meridia time. This is where things start to get very interesting.
Yeah, Meridia is extremely technical. You can definitely see the proficiency of the runner here, especially in something like this, where he's going to pick up these main straight missiles. That short charge, very precise, very tight to get. Looks really cool.
Well, like I said in my last commentary, Meridia is like one of my hundo sections just because of the fact that it's so maze-like and cryptic and stuff.
Yeah,
like people always, like if you see someone casually playing, they're like, "Oh, I don't like Meridia. It's too confusing. I always get lost." That's the amazing thing about it. It's like there are so many different weird, cool routes that you can take, and they all zigzag through the entirety of the map and everything. It's just so awesome.
Yeah, it is definitely, from a game designer perspective, it is actually a really, really well designed section of this game. Really well designed level.
Yeah. Although I can definitely see why it's annoying that it's confusing.
Oh,
it
sure.
confused the crap out of me. Because you enter from the one side, like you enter from the tube, and you're like, "Oh no, this isn't the way I'm supposed to go." And then you enter because you don't know that Dragon's down there in that spiky room, and then you enter from the wreck ship in that elevator, and it's a completely different area, and you're like, "Wait, where the heck am I? This is Meridia, but it's not Meridia," and you're so confused.
Yeah, the Forgotten Highway, the intended route to get into Meridia.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we don't know per se if that's intended.
All right, supposedly intended.
Well, I don't know. I like to advocate that it's intended because then there's an elevator stuff. But other people like to say, well, it doesn't take you right into the main hub. Going through the tube is the most direct way to get to the end of Meridia, and they're right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you enter from the elevator, it's just you have to loop back around through the toilet, and then you're back where you were. You're back at the tube.
Yep.
But gravity is right next to that elevator, so what I think they expected you to do was you get gravity, and then you had already gone into that watery room in the with the sponge guy. You go into that room, you're like, "Oh, I can't get up this wall." Then you get gravity, and you're like, "Oh, now I can." So you go back in there, you follow it through. You're in that ocean room, then you're in Forgotten Highway, then you're in Meridia.
Yes.
But yeah, I remember the whole time I was playing the game, I was like, "Oh man, this tube can totally break." And then when I finally got power bombs, I broke it, and I was like, "Perfect." And then I did a pretty decent chunk of Meridia suitless, and I was like, "Oh man, this is hard. I think there's a way to do this without having it to be so hard." And then I got gravity, and I was like, "Here we go."
Yeah, the Forgotten Highway is actually by the wreck ship energy tank, not by gravity.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, great, because if you want to get that I think the intended way to get that energy tank is definitely to have gravity suit.
Oh yeah, no question asked.
Yeah, when you go pick up gravity, you come back around to get that energy tank, and then you can just take the Forgotten Highway.
I mean, it's the classic thing that they've been doing the whole time you play the game. You find Kraid's lair, but you can't get up there because you don't have high jump. Then you go into Norfair. First thing you get is high jump, and you're like, "Oh, now I can go up there." It's the same thing. You see that water room after Fantoon, you're like, "Oh, I have to walk in water to be able to do this." Then you get the gravity. It forces you into the ocean. You're like, "Oh, I can walk in water. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into that room."
Yep.
It's the same crap they've been pulling this whole time. Don't hide your tutorials in the games. Just tell me exactly what to do, or else it's not fun.
No.
That's the modern gamer. Very nice one.
Very, very. For a second there, I almost had I thought Pols was gonna go down only the one side of those missiles. Thought he was just a little bit misaligned, but.
Good thing you were watching that, because I was watching Botwoon.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta do. We have to each dedicate ourselves to one stream. The dude missed full heavy. Dang. He totally had it there. He just jumped it. Or he just sparked a little too early.
Yeah, a little bit low.
Yep.
Pols is just going into...
You're like, "Oh man, I'm too good at this game."
Yeah. Pols coming in to clean out Brinstar now.
Yeah, exactly, Cross. It's not fun when I don't know what to do. I need to be told exactly what to do. Then it's fun. Then I just do what you tell me.
No, I like figuring it out. Let me figure it out. Just give me something. Don't even bother with instructions.
I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about this game. How many dialogues are there?
There's the
The only
intro.
dialogue is the item fanfare, and that's
Yeah.
just like kind of something that you need to know. It's literally just like, this is how you use the item, by the way. Like, that would be stupid if they didn't tell you.
I mean, the instruction manual told me how to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
And there's only one cutscene, and it's after Ceres. Like, if you skip the intro cutscene, there's only one cutscene. The rest are like interactive type cutscenes where the game's still reading your inputs and everything. Like, you feel like during the Metroid cutscene, you know, you're like, you feel like you're really helpless. Like, you're sitting there in front of Mother Brain, and you're like, oh, she's just gonna kill me. And then the Metroid comes, and you're like, oh my goodness, and I'm just sitting here, like, letting the Mother Brain kill the Metroid.
Very nice. 3 shine spark Dragon.
Yeah, the dude went for the spike spark and missed it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It feels weird calling him the dude. Like, it's like I don't know his name. I'm just like, oh yeah, the dude on the top. He did that thing.
Yeah. Here's our animals again. Picking up them power bombs, poles. Let's see if he gets this mock ball. And very nice he does. I wouldn't have. But just need more practice.
No Wampa. That's disappointing. Yeah, I think technically, actually, if you don't go for blue suit, it's faster to get the missiles after Dragon instead of doing it before because you space jump. And now that we do flash suits, I guess the fastest strat there would be do Dragon, get blue suit, get flash shoot from the blue suit, and then go right to the missiles afterwards with space jump.
Poles just misplaced that power bomb. He's gonna have to place another one up here at the top. If he placed it over by the flowers, he would have been able to get both the crumble blocks and the door. Or not the crumble blocks, power bomb blocks.
Yeah, those stupid hoppers are really annoying. They're like, oh, you want to leave the power bomb there? No, how about you do it over here and then push you?
Oh yeah. I think, you know, when the
Dude's going for the strat. He's going for it.
Is he?
Oh, good. He does it differently than me, so it looks scary, but he got it.
Very nice. Yeah. That is a very tough strat. And again, super swag. Oh
no. He didn't shoot the super block.
Yeah.
There he goes.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, hey, didn't you shoot the block?
I remember my first time trying to do that. Like, I knew it was possible, and like I didn't really actually play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just like, oh, I need to get these supers. I don't want to fight. Because I learned mock ball, then I did it, and I was like, oh, awesome. And then I was like, now I want to get everything. And then I was like, wait, how do I get these supers without fighting sports spawn? So I spent like 3 hours looking up random YouTube videos until I saw someone give a tutorial on it. Back then, it was really hard to find resources. Like, I didn't know how to do Metroid skip, and I just, wait, I'm going to pause while we watch this ice clip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean...
Ooh, nice. Nice. That was very solid.
Yeah, that is a great ice clip. First try, very...
And that was the fast strat, too.
Yeah.
I do the slow loser strat.
Oh?
Oh my goodness, we have all the Shaq Tool emotes. We can just draw him crawling around.
Yeah, the second waiting room.
Yeah, so this is another one of those cutscenes where it's not actually cutscenes. You're still playing, it's just the game's doing a little thingy. Which is kind of also like a double-edged sword. It's like, oh no. Like, it's just like they're teasing you. They're like, you can't actually do anything, but we're gonna let you move.
Well, you can kill Shaq Tool here. I wouldn't advise it, but you can.
I'm waiting for the day where we figure out Shaq Tool skip. I'm gonna throw a party.
Boy, you and everybody else.
Well, when I was first getting into this game, that was like my big thing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure out Shaq Tool skip, and everyone's gonna love me. And then I realized like it's not actually really possible to figure that out, unless you can like capture an enemy in a jar and like release him into the room when you get in. Because all enemies are able to break those blocks, not just Shaq Tool.
I think it was just Shack Tool was designed for, you know, with speedrunners in mind. Hey, here, we're gonna put this thing in here just to slow you down on purpose.
Well, I think they're allowed to do that because they gave us all they gave us mock ball and everything, and then they were like, all right, since we did all that for you, we're just gonna slap you in the face real quick, just once.
Yeah, and they put the best item in the game behind all of that.
Yeah, exactly. If it weren't for the Shack Tool, we would totally get Spring Ball 90%.
Oh, absolutely. I just the amount of let's go fast with that lets you do.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. This climb before Plasma. Those enemies in there are incredibly annoying.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset that no one knows that actual room name. It's got one name. It's kind of clever, called the Plasma Climb, but then its other name is Cassius Room. From he's an old runner, but he came up with the best strat of the time for that room, and they named it after him. But no one knows it. Kind of sad. If I were Cassius, I'd be like, man, my legacy didn't even live on.
Wow, I'm still new here, so.
I'll tell you all the room names. I don't know this room, but I'll tell you the next one.
Well, I do know that on our wiki there's a map and it has all the room names, and I have that.
This room right here is the butterfly room because it's shaped like a butterfly.
Yeah. I have been learning rooms that way, as well as, you know, when people talk about it.
Cactac Alley, of course. This sounds like it's like a stage in Donkey Kong Country. Cactac Alley.
Cactac Alley. It definitely sounds like a.
Could someone make a ROM hack of DKC and put Cactac Alley in it? Pre-Coliseum, Baboon Tank.
Cross product, hooking everybody up with the link to the list of rooms on our wiki.
Yeah, there you go. That's where it's at. Also, check out the enemy list as well. That's one of the things that bugs me when people don't know enemy names. Like, what's the name of that spiky guy that sticks out of the ground there?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't have no idea. Sorry.
His name is Ouch. OWTCH.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just don't talk about that guy.
Oh, it's kind of like the Worcestershire steak sauce. No one knows how to say it.
I think that was, you know, designer intended.
Yeah.
With
these guys, no one knows the snail's name. It's not Snail. Yard.
Yard, is that?
Yeah, like, you know, your backyard. And those sponge dudes, their name is Bull. Bull. Oh, I bet you can't figure out the name of those boulders.
Those have a name?
Yeah, it's pretty clever too.
Nope.
Their name is Boulder.
Their name is Boulder, really?
Yeah. They're boulders. Kind of like those guys in Norfolk that spit fire. They come out of the lava and they spit fire. Their name is Dragon.
Well, Pole's making his way up to the beach here.
This room's a fun room. There are a lot of unique strategies for this. Because you got to get past that Ouch. And past the Skullterras.
Well, I'm enjoying all of the things that I'm learning with you, Patrick.
Those little flies right there are called menus. Like, how do you come up with these names? Do you just like open the dictionary and choose a random word?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, dude went for the mock ball. Got the mock ball, missed the super.
That's unfortunate.
These guys, everyone calls them googly eyes, or they call them like gamers or something. Their name is Zila. Come on, people. I don't mind googly eyes, but don't call them gamers. Gamers are actually different.
No, yeah, gamers are. Oh.
I never noticed how many ouches there actually are in Meridian. There's actually a lot of.
There, yes.
Specifically for Hundo.
Now that you say that, as there are like 5 on screen almost.
Yeah, exactly. Like that room is just they were kind of like, all right, let's put an ouch right here, and they're like, wait, let's put more ouches, and they put like 12.
Yeah. Ouch is right, as you always step on them.
Great googly moogly.
Thank you, Cephalon.
For some reason, I can't remember the name of those crabs. Oh no, Pollsmor ran into the shop blocks.
Yeah. Let's see how he does with Bot Wound here.
Looks like he's going just super mode.
Yeah, 10 supers. I like that strat. It's...
Get him. Oh, he's 1 away. Come on, hit him. Okay. Oh wait, maybe he's 2 away. He was 2 away. Yeah, when it comes to Bot Wound, you kind of just like stick your sprite on top of his sprite. That way when you spawn the super, it just all spawns on his head. And since you have a lot of energy and stuff, you can really like, you can just take a bunch of hits. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you can just tank him in 100%, which
Well,
is very nice.
usually. Unless you get like Bot Wound's version of Sunrise Surprise, because Bot Wound is made up of different particles, or different enemies rather, and he can multi-damage you.
Yeah, that's also accurate. And it's interesting he decided to pick up the Bot Wound E-Tank here before Dragon.
Yeah, interesting.
Usually we see runners pick that up later after Dragon as a...
Maybe he's not comfortable with Dragon, I guess.
It could be. He does have grapple, so if he's not comfortable, he probably will go for the grapple kill.
Yeah,
and he had plenty of life to grapple kill Dragon.
Yeah, definitely. It only takes like 150 or something like that.
Yeah, that's I actually am still working on the charging the shine sparks there.
Yeah.
So I will tend to grapple kill Dragon.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't bother like working yourself up that much about it, especially now since we're like the spike suit is so prominent. Because it's not really slower. It's like maybe a second or two slower.
The grapple kill.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think I did that until I had a sub 130. So really don't need to worry about it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's only a couple seconds, and like I wasn't getting blue suit anyway because I was terrible at sparking her. So, and I just got good at Womple, and it was like I lost like 3 to 4 seconds in the whole endeavor. Not a big deal. But if you can get good at the spike spark flash shoot, then you really can just keep doing the grapple strat. You're only losing a second or two, and you can have like a world record time with this grapple strat for Dragon.
Yeah, the dude comes in here and
ooh, he's doing the Behemoth GT. Behemoth doesn't have an angle down button, so he can't crouch and aim up because you can't hold L and R. So what he does is he jumps and shoots downward. I found that out a couple days ago.
That is a very cutesy strat.
Shoutouts to Edu for telling me that.
Interesting. He didn't go for a screw attack spark there.
Oh wait! Holy crap! The dude's Ridley time is like super good. Like, oh wait, this is new route. Okay, I was gonna say like,
yeah.
Generally sub hour screw attack is like pretty amazing. It's like whoa, sub hour. You know, like I got my first sub hour very. And so like I was like, wait, his Ridley is almost sub hour. That's like really good time. And then I remember he didn't do Croc.
That's right. He's not done Croc. He will do Croc on his way out of Nora Fair and up once he goes to clean up the rest of Brinstar and Criteria.
And it will be funny.
Torian. Yep. Oh yes, it will be.
Well, probably not for us because we've seen it, but I'll fake laugh so that you guys can enjoy it. I don't want to be that guy that's like sitting here and everyone's laughing and I'm just sitting.
That's all right. Poll's making quick work of Dragon there with the grapple kill as we suspected.
Very nice.
Picking up the space jump and making his way out now.
Yeah, he didn't do the super awesome fully optimized strat, but you know, whatever works, works.
It looked like he was trying to set up for the quick grapple kill, but I think his placement was just a little bit too far to the right.
Yeah, I think Dragon did some stupid Q pattern too, like an annoying one that puts it all over the place and messes you up.
And that's typical Dragon for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised.
It's like, Dragon, don't screw me. You only have a 1% chance of screwing me. Don't do it. And she doesn't.
Interesting. The dude left 2 of those key hunters, which lags this room when you do that. It's just better to screw attack them away and get rid of them.
I think he messed up the strat to kill the third one. He kind of just didn't care.
Yeah, no, well, the second one was in a bad position for him, and I think when he decided that, you know, without getting the second one, it was just, forget it. It's faster for me to just keep going than it is for me to go back and kill those guys, so I don't blame him.
Grapple kill is like slightly slower than the Shine Spark. I mean, think about it this way. If you get an immediate goo, like right after the first swoop, you would kill Dragon just before she gets off screen with the Shine Sparks. And then with the grapple, if you do the fast grapple strat, you'll kill her like, you know, at basically the same exact time. So it's really only a second or two slower. And then the only thing that like makes it like a somewhat big time save is the blue suit. But if you can just get a flash suit, then it makes up for it.
Yeah, the dude making quick work of those metal pirates. Here comes Poles going in to get Spring Ball. The Spling Ball.
And this is the pants room because it's shaped like a pair of pants. Someone linked that room. That room's so awesome. I love it. And there's a deboost strat where you deboost off those menus down the right side. It's called drop pants. Or drop pants or something like that.
I mentioned that in another race.
Yeah.
Commentary.
I have a script. I just recited every.
Yeah, was it you?
That wasn't me. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Here's something I say every commentary. You want to know a fun fact?
Yeah.
All right. So those guys, you know, those little beanbag dudes that are right in front of the spring ball room.
Yeah.
Those guys are actually the little orange dudes that are right at the bot room. Like, you know, the little dudes that jump in his room before the E-tank?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's those guys with like a different texture and they don't move.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that there was a different texture there. I knew they were the same guys, but I didn't realize there was a different texture.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it's actually a different texture, but like since they're overlapped, it makes them look not like the actual enemy. They just look like little like ovals.
Yeah,
they look like pancake mix, to be honest. Like you just like pour some pancake mix in a pan and just like stack it. I don't know. I'm weird. There you go, Cross. Thank you. Pants room.
The dude with a very nice fight against Ridley there. They're making quick work of Ridley. Although with the plasma beam, Ridley is kind of a joke. 20 shots.
That was one of the big things about this game. It was kind of like towards the end, it was kind of just like, is this really like hard?
This is really it.
You know,
yeah.
like Mother Brain just shoot her repeatedly, and you don't need to worry about your health because you have a bunch of health and stuff.
Well, when you are fully powered, yeah, when you do have 100% of items, yeah, this game does become, you know, kind of a joke, right? But any percent, try it.
Yeah. Well, my brother almost when my brother first played it, he almost missed plasma. I actually told him that he missed like plasma beam, but he was gonna just go and fight her without it, and I kind of wish that I let him do it. It would have made the fight intense, you know. It would have made it more of a boss fight than.
Yeah. I think my current any percent PB is 136 because I picked up like 56% of the items. Hey.
That's like a standard hundo time.
Yes, I know. I'm well aware. I have no shame here of my times. They're not the greatest.
Forget 90%. It doesn't matter anyway. This is hundo tournament.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm working on this. So yeah, there's the dude picking up that Firefleet E-tank, and Pole's making his way picking up plasma beam now.
Speaking of the devil.
Yeah. Oh, he just missed that speedball into the block up there. That is unfortunate. The dude will have to break that block with a bomb now.
Yeah, I used to get that speedball all the time, and then it just stopped working. I got really mad and stopped going for it.
Yeah, that strat is swag, I'll tell you that. It looks so good. The interesting thing here with the runners, doing two different routes, it's difficult to tell who is ahead. I believe the dude is just a little bit ahead of Poles here, but
No, he's a
it's
good
hard
bit
to tell.
ahead. I mean, the dude only has to do Crocomire at this point, whereas Poles still has to go and do all of Lower Norfair.
Yeah, that's true.
And Crocomire, like, in New Route, it's a couple minutes. It's not nothing special.
Well, like we already talked about, he's got screw attack and space jump, and he can both pick up those missiles. Crocomire's a joke with plasma beam.
I mean, looking at his splits right now, he has his Croc Door
He's 105
or 7. So, it's
Yeah,
like 3 minutes to do Croc's area.
Yeah, and he's almost there. He's gonna pick up the Norfair Reserve, and
Norfair is more like about 5 minutes.
Poles picking up the missiles in Aqueduct and the supers up there. Yeah, something I learned is even with the gravity suit on and having speed booster, you don't really gain speed when you're running in that lava.
Yeah. Well, which lava are you talking about? Oh, in the reserve room.
Yeah.
Yeah. In lava, if you have speed booster equipped, you don't move well. If you turn off speed booster, you move better.
Yeah, it's really weird how that works.
Yeah, I feel like that might have just been programmed in, like, hey, screw you guys.
Or perhaps it's a bug. I will never know. Was this intended by the Deer Force?
I think it was probably just an oversight. They were kind of just like, because they would expect you to have speed when you get to any lava. So they just say, like, the way they coded lava affecting you when you have gravity is just, they based it around the fact of you already having speed.
Yeah, if you watch your eyes if you get seizures here with this Croc fight. He will flash.
Oh, he had the 2-shot him, dang. That sucks when that happens. He's not gonna do the spring ball, that sucks. I gotta send him my little video on that so he starts doing it. It's super easy.
Where you jump over Crocomire's head?
Yeah. Oh, he's doing it this way instead. Okay. Doesn't really work though.
Pole's picking up those Crade missiles before he goes down into Lower Norfair. A wise choice. I like to do that because that means I'm not going to forget them. I'd hate to see any one of these runners pick up a 99%. That would just feels bad.
Yeah. And, like, it's not like you can, like, safety to protect yourself against it, because by the time you reload your save at the ship right before Mother Brain or whatever, and, like, figure out what item you were missing, you already lost, like, 15 minutes. And that's what you've lost.
Yeah, you lose a major amount of time if you do that.
Because you went through the entirety of Turian already, so.
Oh yeah.
Although I guess if you fill up at the ship to figure out what you've lost or what you're missing, maybe you can go back and get it quickly. But you have to figure it out still.
Yeah, there was a runner who did have 99% and went to the ship and found out that they were eventually figured out what they were missing. So that saved their run.
What was it?
It was, speak of the devil, it was the Crade missiles.
Oh.
And there was another runner who did just end up with 99% and had to forfeit, which is really unfortunate.
Ooh, the dude fell there. Yeah, it's like those old days, the yellow shirt guy, or whatever. I don't really know much about that, so I might be getting my facts wrong, but I think that's how it went. Zeus thought you couldn't arm pump off that slope, and then like the yellow shirt guy was like, "Nah, you can," or something like that. I don't know. Let me know how it went down, guys. Chat.
Yeah, chat will always feel free to correct us.
Blue glass. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, when I first started learning the items that I missed, it was actually kind of weird. I would miss Spore Spawn Supers and the E-Tank that's right above that, because I would come out of the Power Bomb room and it would drop me down those crumble blocks, and then I'll just go right to the E-Tank. It's in the bottom of Pink Prince Star and just head on. And then one time I was like finishing up my run, my quote unquote run, and I was going through Rolling Hills or Green Hill Zone, and I was going to that power bomb door, and I was like, oh wait, I just remembered I forgot those items, and I went back and I grabbed them. That was my first 100% like quote unquote speed run. It was like a casual speed run.
Yeah. My first 100% was, well, maybe a couple months ago. As far as a speed run goes. I think I tried it once during the double anti-bingo tournament. It was definitely worthwhile because you learn the position of all the items, which if you try to do double anti-bingo, is very important.
That's why Hundo is like a really cool category. It really makes you know this game well.
Oh, Pole's space jumping over that gap there to pick up that missile's slightly more dangerous than the spring ball strat.
Ooh, the dude got the spring ball strat. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was very nice.
That's like a mini reverse slinky. Kinda. That looks cool.
Interesting. Pole's just standing up while shooting Golden Tree Zone. Not even bothering to crouch. It worked.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you kill him, you know.
Oh, yeah. He did.
I remember GT was like the biggest nightmare for me my first time. And then I watched speedrunners do it, and I was like, wow, I feel like such an idiot.
Yeah, well, because you don't know where to stand.
How would I know?
Right.
And I like thought my missiles were damaging him and stuff, and he was just dodging them, and I was like...
Yeah, my favorite... Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, that's the end of my story.
Okay. My favorite is the fact that he can catch your super missiles.
Yeah.
So when you shoot super missiles at him as a casual, you don't know how to shoot them at him, you know, so it actually does still damage him. He just catches them, and you're just like, what?
And he throws them at you.
Yeah, he throws them at you.
Well, my problem was that I didn't know that charge damaged enemies.
Yeah.
And so, like, my Croc, I tried Croc 4 times because I couldn't beat him because I kept running out of ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, when I got to GT, I like finally figured out that you could charge hurt enemies. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's why Croc was so hard.
Yeah. Very nice. Pole's picking up the Mickey Mouse missiles.
Ooh, the dude got the nice speedball there.
And that is a very, very sick strat. Let's see how he does it. Let's see how Poles does in the amphitheater here. Is he hugging the wall? Looks like it. Very good. Making his way up here.
Making my way downtown. Not gonna sing that whole song.
I'm not
also,
sure
Poles is like really gold right now. He's like 3 minutes ahead. So this would be like our 4th PB of this tournament. I don't even know. I haven't been keeping track. But it'll be another PB. There have been a lot of them.
Well, according to his last split, he was 1.5 minutes. I don't see him being 3 minutes ahead, but he is definitely ahead.
Right, screw attack right there.
What's that?
Right,
Poles is... You were saying Poles. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at
the dude's way behind. He's no hope left for him. He's just quit.
For a PB.
No, he's just quit. Everyone go to his chat. Just be like, yo, man, you should quit.
Yeah, troll him. Tell him Polls is 3 minutes ahead.
That would be beautiful. Since you didn't specify what he was ahead of, then the dude can only assume.
Polls not... Okay, he did... Eventually did go through that platform, but...
At that point, you would just move to the right and just forget about it.
That's what I expected him to do.
Well,
but...
I did the same thing, though. Like, I'm kind of just like, no, I'm getting this KO. Because that's one of the things that just bugs me. It's like, why isn't it working?
Hey, more power to him. Cost him a little bit of time, but he got it.
Yeah. And there's that awesome Shine Spark that I used to always miss, and then I buckled down and figured out a way to not miss it.
Yeah, that Shine Spark is... According to Wild, that's
the down back.
Yeah, according to Wild, that's not the fastest way through the room. The fastest way is...
Screw
space
Wild.
jumping through, but... What's that?
Screw Wild. Space jumping is too hard.
Yeah, that's what he said. Space jumping is ridiculously hard. Let's see how Poles does with Ridley here.
Oh no. Oh no. The dude is trapped.
Oh! Now he has to wait for those, and he's getting eaten by the acid.
It takes 2 power bombs or 10 bombs to kill one of those dudes. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
So this super missile is really funny. Depending on like where you are when you start the spark, you might grab it in spark and you might not. If you just crouch on the ground and spark diagonally, then you'll always get it when you spark. It's just a little thing for you.
Yeah, because I always miss it, and I always wondered why.
I used to be the same way, but then I talked to Future Matric.
You talked to Future Matric?
Yeah.
Poles keeps jumping around on Ridley here, and that's keeping Ridley up in the air.
Very nice. I have trouble doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, the dude almost decided he didn't want the final missile.
It's okay.
We saw him walk near it. It's okay. That's what the rule should be. Since we hate the fanfare, you just gotta like get close to the item.
Hey, you would save an incredible amount of time if we skipped all of the fanfare.
Everyone would get world record.
Oh. World record.
Really wouldn't be that much time actually. It would be like, it's like 10 minutes actually. Never mind.
It's 7 seconds per fanfare.
Yeah.
With 100 fanfares.
101, but that one doesn't count.
Yeah, you still have control during that one.
Yeah, that's why that's the best fanfare, and it's like unique and cool. Did Poles freeze on your side?
Yeah, he did. He's making his way out of Lower Norfair here, so.
I thought maybe because some people like play on emulator and they'll like type into their chat while they're playing and their emulator pauses, but they like, I'm not sure if they just don't notice or if they just like are okay with it. But it's like, why would you just waste 10 seconds on nothing?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, when I do emulator, mine does that.
Oh, that's the setting, by the way. You can turn that off.
What's that?
You can turn that setting off.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware of that.
Okay.
I don't bother anymore. I just try to play on console.
Right.
I have my console still, so I've just gotten some equipment to connect it up, and
I'm pretty disappointed in the dude right there.
Why is that?
He's not doing pauseless Turian. What the heck? He turned off Varia and all that junk. Man, people need to get more familiar with the Varia stand-up and the screw attack Zeb skip. It's getting annoying watching people pause twice in a hundo run, I'll tell you. I've been single pausing my hundo run since I had like a 1... Or ever since Anaconda and Sweet made the tutorial. So you can go and figure that out.
That is a great tutorial. I have I use that tutorial. So anybody want to learn this category, go find that video.
But if you want to learn the route, watch Chronix, because Chronix is awesome. It's underrated. Everyone thinks it sucks because you didn't use save states. Chronix is cool, dude.
I'm not familiar with that video, but I'll probably go check that out.
Just agree with me.
Sure. Hey, I'm open to everything.
Opium to everything. Alright, let's get this Metroid skip.
Let's see how he does here. Oh, that was good. 1, 2.
Oh, he didn't need to do that last jump. That was unnecessary. Come on, man. Gotta optimize it perfectly. Gotta do the 2 jump. The 1 jump.
The 1 jump.
The 0 jump.
The 0 jump. Yeah, just run straight to the door.
Just like freeze the Metroid with your ice beam.
Yeah. I mean, it's vulnerable to cold, right?
Exactly. Put it back in its stupid egg.
Yeah.
Have you seen the 13% task Metroid skip?
No. I'm gonna say I have not.
That's disappointing. It's pretty awesome.
The last task I saw was a 100% task.
He does a spike spark off the hopper. Not a spike spark, whatever you call it. I can't remember exactly. But he gets a spark from that, and then he sparks, and the Metroid grabs him while he's in his spark finishing animation, and then the force stand from the spark ending just like makes him stand so he can just walk out of the room after the Metroid grabs him. It's pretty funny.
That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, everyone should just go watch the 13%. We should just stream it on Speed Gaming after this is done. That's a wonderful task.
There might be something after us, but
once dude finishes, just put the 13% task on. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Alright, do you guys want to see that?
stream the 13% task.
That'd be pretty sick.
So the dude making quick work of Mother Brain 1 here. Getting hit by his rainbow beam, or her rainbow beam here. Mother Brain 2.
Very, like we said earlier, it's a very easy fight. Just, you're overpowered, you just destroy her. You just look at her and she dies.
Absolutely. I mean, 20 shots for Ridley with the charged plasma, and 20 shots for Mother Brain 2 with the same beam. You're definitely overpowered.
Yeah. And she does like barely any damage to you. Like you can just sit there and not move during the fight and you'll still easily beat her.
Yep. I remember the first time I completed this game with 100% and was like, wow, that was a lot easier than when I just completed it, you know, with not having found everything.
Yeah, I'm a completionist, so my first playthrough was like 80%. But I had like an 8.5 hour in-game time, so...
Oh yeah, I had it. I had it in-game time. It was similar to that too, so...
Oh, I guess I'm just better than you, I guess. More items. Sometimes I wish I could just wipe my memory of this game and just play it casually again. Because it's just such an amazing game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's over 20 years old at this point, and here we are still playing it constantly. Six shots with that hyper beam for the dude. That is fantastic. Great. We made quick work with Mother Brain 3 there. Great job to him. Here, Polls is going in. Hopefully he's gonna. Yep, he's gonna go pick up the most useless item in 100%, the X-ray scope.
But it's very useful in general. Don't let people tell you it's not. It's an amazing item.
Well, just in this route.
Oh yeah, for this, screw it in this.
I like to call it the most useless or most useful item.
Oh, he bombed the. Yeah, exactly. It's like either one extreme or the other.
Yep.
But he bombed that gate at the beginning, so now when he goes back through, he needs to shoot it again. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, he did bomb it twice there. So yep, here it is. It's down. Unfortunate.
Ooh, nice behemoth spark there.
Yeah. That is such a swag spark.
Yeah, kind of. They're swaggier ones.
I
Personally,
saw
I don't see
somebody.
what's so special about it. Everyone's like, "Oh man, he sparked diagonally through the platforms."
I saw somebody jump and then hit that behemoth spark in one of the earlier races.
Yeah, I think that makes it a little bit easier. I'm not sure
Yeah.
though. Slightly slower, of course, because you're jumping.
It definitely looked swaggier, actually. All right, and the dude has not done. He is
Final time, 1:24:40. It's very respectable time.
Yeah, we do have to double check to make sure that he did get the 100%, but I'm pretty sure he's picked up everything.
And right at the end there, he did have like 4 gold splits in a row. One of them saving like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good there. He did have a really solid Turian. Like that was all very well done.
Yeah.
Oh man, this shruggy face is really making a debut here. 53 game time, pretty good.
Yeah. When you lose a minute 30 to the wreck ship E-tank, going through, falling in the water there was not definitely unfortunate for him. Yeah, Pole's sparking his way up there. I guess he's not comfortable with just either wall jumping or space jumping up. It actually is easier to just spark jump.
Yeah. All right, quick. Tell me the 2 things that these boulders are vulnerable to.
Missiles, and I have no idea.
No, you're wrong. Supers and pseudo screw.
All right, it's super.
Oh, he didn't even do it. Dang. You're supposed to super that boulder and then run through, and you don't get knocked back there. But he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Supers and pseudo screw. Remember that. That's a key. That's an integral part of the. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but Wesker definitely knows what I'm talking about. An integral part of something now. A certain ROM hack.
Uh-oh. I'm surprised Wesker hasn't hit me up with this already. He and I were double anti-bingoing during that tournament quite a bit.
Must be a bad friend then. Oh, look, there's Poles doing the optimal strat.
Yeah.
Kind of messed it up a little bit, but that was optimal.
Thanks, Wild. We miss you, buddy.
Oops.
I think we've mentioned him and Stray just
Too many times.
Yeah.
Too many times for one race.
And neither of them are actually here.
Yeah, really.
Now that was an interesting strat. I wonder if Poles realized that he can get through all 4 of them with a charge shot.
I stopped going for that. I just jump across them now.
Well, if you charge and duck like he was doing, you can get through all 4 of them. Your shot will just go through all 4 of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of a safety strat. And there it is, the dude with 100%. So congratulations to him. He will win this race with his 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 40 seconds.
GG, dude. Nice job. Very, very solid run. It was literally just the wreck ship tank that screwed you. Otherwise, it's PB.
Yeah, GG indeed. Poles picking up that 100th item here. He is well ahead of his PB. Still almost at that 3-minute mark.
He's definitely going to PB, I think, unless he does something like really bad.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Oh, he's refilling to make sure he has 100%.
Interesting. That will cost him some time.
I feel like at this point he should just go because he's lost the race already.
I would agree, and it's pretty.
I think he wants to keep his PB though.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if he sees that he missed an item, he would lose the PB anyway because he has to go and get it.
Correct. And
I mean, sometimes you think it's a good precaution, but it's really only a precaution if you're gonna win the race.
Interesting. He also saved there.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact for you all. Another shout out to Edu for telling me this. You can just press B repeatedly there, and it just automatically does no. I did not know that.
Yes, it cancels. B
I
is
didn't know that.
canceled.
I was like, I would always like accidentally save and stuff when I had to hit the ship, and then my solution to that was just not hit the ship anymore. But like now I know that you can just press B. And shout outs to Fuzda. If you pause the game and you need to go to your item selection screen, don't bother like spamming the R button. Just hold R while the game is pausing. And go to the item select screen on the first frame possible. Isn't that a gem?
Mm-hmm. Here we are. The dude hits the golden 4. Or I don't know. I'm saying this is polls. The dude is already done.
All right, so this should totally be a PB for him by like a couple minutes. Like if he has like an 8 to 9 minute Torian, he's still like a 2-minute PB.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
He's still way ahead. So I mean.
All right, wait. Let me try and think of more fun facts that are actually useful because I have a plethora of fun facts, but almost all of them are unuseful.
Oh, we're all ears here.
Well, I gotta think. Hold on.
Yeah, 99% means you would have to start again to pick up the item that you missed, or forfeit and take a 5-hour.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Hit.
So yeah, it was a good precaution then, because you know if he missed an item, then it would be, you know, around a 2-hour time instead of being a 5-hour time, which helps with the seating for next.
You do not want to take a 5-hour.
Yeah.
Time loss. That's.
I think that only really comes into play though if you tie someone that's in your group.
Yes.
I don't remember how it all works.
Yes, if you tie someone in your group, then it would go to the time.
Did you just assume Sephi is an ear?
Is an ear?
Yeah, you said we're all ears.
Oh. Huh. Okay. All right.
I want to see someone like mess up so bad that their time is going to be over 5 hours to get the 5-hour time. That would be so funny.
I don't think anybody is going to do that. I don't even.
If my opponent forfeits, I'm going to do it. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, I don't even know how that would work. Would you have to just stream for 5 hours too?
Yeah, I mean that's the fun part, right?
I guess. Sure.
Whatever floats your boat, Patrick.
I'm just gonna let the game go and go eat lunch.
Don't move. After series, just don't move and just leave it going and just forfeit.
Oh, he is facing left, not facing right. That is unfortunate. 40 frames lost there.
But it's okay, it's not a whole second, so you would hardly notice. That's the rule. If it's less than a second, don't worry about it. Or something like that. I don't know.
Every frame counts to a speedrunner.
Nah, not the... I don't know. Where's Anaconda? I need Anaconda here. Not the X amount
of... he would jump on and...
Where the hell is Wild?
come
Stray. Whoa, he just faced left for the super shot though. He just loves facing left, I think. You see that?
Yeah.
This guy's a lefty. Sinister, as they would say in Latin. Oh, he's gonna shoot the Zeb. He's fed up with the Zeb skip.
Yeah, I tried once or twice, and then that's it.
Actually, come to think of it, why don't people do that if they're not comfortable with Zeb skip? Instead of like wasting 2 minutes doing that, just shoot them.
Yeah, no. That's what I did in my last run. I didn't. I tried it. I missed the Zeb skip, and then that was it. I just was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna reset this room. I'm just gonna missile these things down. I have 230 missiles, so it does actually end up being faster than wasting all that time.
Ambus Sinistrus. Good reference there, Cross. That's totally a seems good right there. Beautiful.
Does Pols know about the 144 missiles though?
What about the 144 missiles?
I think that, if anything, will summon Wild. So if you have 144 missiles, when Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam hits you, she will drain you with 75 missiles, and you will have exactly
69.
69.
That kind of reminds me of the 35 missiles, or 33 missiles. So, like earlier I mentioned, if you have enough missiles for BT, he'll do that stupid little, like, yellow boomerang thing.
Yeah.
Well, same thing goes for GT. If you have X amount of missiles, then he'll do the yellow thingy. But for GT, it's 33 is the cap.
Yeah.
Just a little thing there. Apparently it took ED a while to figure that out. Because, like, people were just like, why does sometimes he does do it and sometimes he doesn't? And they figured it out. Oh, it's an actual word? Never mind then. Get out of here, Cross.
Cross product using actual words. It's unbelievable.
What's wrong with you? Alright, this is a good time for me to think of some fun facts, so let me think.
While we shoot down Mother Brain 3.
Technically, it's faster here to have the Metroid be up top when it fully dies. That way, it'll just go right to the right instead of actually going upward then to the right. Saves you like 2 seconds or so. For Mother Brain 1, sometimes you get a bad cutscene with bad scrolling. Kind of like the Mega Man X thing. If you guys are familiar with that ship does that annoying thing where it like scrolls for 80 years. It's kind of the same thing, except we don't know why it happens. Sometimes you can get a bad Metroid cutscene that's just like random. No one knows why it does it. But it's like slower. It's like way slower.
Oh, looks like he is going to shoot all his missiles away. Will he stop at 69?
And this is definitely going to be a PB for him, so congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, downing Mother Brain 3 at 137, while his PB is at 142. Absolutely.
These stupid animals.
Oh, no, we don't do that.
I don't know why, but that reaction was like hilarious to me.
It's banned in this tournament.
Yeah, really. I mean, okay, if I'm ever the like maker of one of these tournaments,
yeah, ban it.
I thought about one time, like, if I ever accidentally saved the animals, I would just like die in that room, just sit there until the timer goes out. That was like for item randos, like, or not item route randos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can accidentally save the animals. And that I would just sit there and wait for the.
Yeah, just wait for the planet to explode.
Yeah, I'd rather die with the animals than save them. Although if I save them, they get out and I die, so now they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a ROM hack where when you open that wall, the door behind you locks.
There
so
you go.
Save the animals and you kill Samus. So now they're the bad guys. Yeah, how's that for ruining Fusion Cannon? All right, well that's that.
Unless he's pulling a White Mage Becky where he goes to the ship and then goes back.
Sweet, so 139. That's very good. Sub 140. GG polls.
Yeah, that's very.
And his comment is just LOL.
Very good time for him. Congratulations to him on his PB. It was a fantastic race. He ended with 69 missiles.
Yeah, this was a pretty good race. Dude had like a really good game. It was really just the mess up in E-Tank room. It was like a minute and a half lost there. Yeah. Everything else was like really solid.
Yeah, very, very tight moving, very, very good, very solid. Especially in Meridia, very technical section of the game, and he just dominated moving through that. So now we have to wait and confirm here, make sure that he did have the 100%.
This is the worst part of a hundo tournament.
Definitely, for sure. There should be a faster way to confirm.
Yeah, like turning off your console, just walking away.
Maybe somebody out there can screen capture and determine and count up every time the item box comes up on the screen and count it for 100 times.
Yeah.
I
mean, what's his face? Havel made that auto splitter for SM. We could set that up so that it like goes off for every single item box.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about.
I don't mind the credits that much though. They have pretty good music. I'm gonna unmute this real quick.
Yeah. Plus,
it's so satisfying. You're like, man, I am like the hero-iest hero of all.
Well, you'll also get to find out the secret at the end. You know that Samus is actually a woman,
and she wears woman clothes.
Right.
Very showy woman clothes. Get that 16-bit Samus body.
Well, you know, surprise. It was a big deal back in the day.
I feel like it was less of a big deal in Super Metroid because they already know.
Well, it was definitely
definitely
less of a deal in Super Metroid, but in the original game, like even in the manual, like they purposely wrote "he" all over the place in the manual.
Oh wait, they actually wrote "he." That's awesome.
Yeah. The first time I played it, the original Metroid I'm talking about, my cousins had it, and like I couldn't figure out what was going on, so I picked up the manual, you know, and
right.
Then after a long time playing it, you know, we eventually got to the end, and we figured, you know, we made a good time, and
yeah, I'm not sure how the cutscenes, or not the cutscenes, but the endings are in the first game, but I know in this game, like one of them only has her show her visor. And so if you're not like paying close attention, you might not notice that she's a girl, and you'll be like, wait, was she a girl? And then you have to play it again to see if she actually was and get a better time, you know?
Yeah, to get this ending, I feel like this is very generous though. Like I don't even remember how much time.
3 hours.
3 hours? Yeah, I think that's very generous.
I remember my first time getting the good cutscene too. It was like I did like a casual speedrun sort of thing, and I was like, wow, I got the good cutscene and 100%.
Yeah.
And I bought the Nintendo Power that has the Super Metroid in it, and it has all these challenges. And like I was reading them, I'm like, I've done all of these. Like,
I used to own that because I used to get Nintendo Power back in the day when all these things came out, and unfortunately, I don't have any of those anymore.
Yeah. So Fiesel, were you serious about letting us do the 13% test? Yeah. What do you think I was talking about, the 100%?